The biggest present was one of the last ones, wrapped in Pac-Man paper, way bigger than anything else on the kitchen table. And I already knew what it was. Or at least I hoped I did. Because in 1984 there was only one box shaped like that. And when I opened it, it changed everything.
And the masters of the universe.
Randy, what do you got over there?
To understand this birthday, you have to understand what was happening in 1984. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe had just taken over everything. The toy line launched in 1982 by Mattel. The cartoon hit in 1983. And by the time I turned 4, it was everywhere. Not just Saturday mornings, every weekday afternoon.
Uh-oh, what is that?
And here in 1984, at my 4th birthday party, my brother is helping me open my presents while my sister is off to the side flipping through one of those red Viewmaster reels, looking at her own little world while I'm about to enter mine. I'm sitting there at the kitchen table, He-Man shirt on, retro wrapping paper stacked in front of me, and I'm wearing my He-Man hat. Well, not back then, but now telling the story, I like to think that 4-year-old me would approve of that look. And at 4 years old, patience doesn't exist. Every present takes forever. Every second I'm thinking, please be He-Man. First gift, 2 figures, Zodac and Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms mustache, armor. Zodac is the Cosmic Enforcer, intergalactic hall monitor. Now at 4 years old, I didn't know Zodac was neutral. I just knew that he looked like he could beat up my stuffed animals. The Masters of the Universe figures were built different. 5.5 inches tall, thick torsos, rubber weapons, that iconic leg stance. You didn't just gently pose them, you smashed them together like 2 action figure linebackers. Let's get into the next present. Prince Adam. The secret identity. Even at 4, the concept of transforming into someone powerful hits deep.
Oh, that's Adam. That's before he turns to He-Man, Randy. This is what it looks like before he holds up his sword.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull.
Also included in that present is Mer-Man. Now I've got transformation and conflict. Good versus evil. At 4, I'm already staging battles. Sound effects included. Then I get a fireman helmet. And look, that's a great gift. Just not when you're expecting Skeletor. Then 2 peanut puzzles from Play School. Very wholesome, very educational, not very Eternia.
Hey, what is that?
I'm over here like, this puzzle doesn't have a trap door.
Look, Randy, let me see your face.
But I'm secretly looking at the big present right next to me. I think that's the one I want to open next.
Get the other little one first.
Okay, we'll open the little gift bag next. What's inside? What is it? It's got to be something, He-Man. Nope, don't need the birthday card. Oh, it's tiny versions of He-Man. He-Man erasers? Oh, these are so cool. And absolutely no one used these for erasers. Desk battles, pocket missions, highly illegal in elementary school. These would get confiscated all the time, so you had to keep them on the down low. But these were some of the funnest little erasers ever.
Does he bounce around and hit his head on things? Wow.
Okay, what's next? Okay, by this point you can tell I'm not too interested in the birthday cards. Let's get this bow out of here and let's crack open this little bit bigger box. Okay, now this is looking like something a little different. But wait a minute, this is He-Man. It's not an action figure though. It's the full-size weapon set. Full-size power sword, shield. This is the moment where I can see myself. I stand up, raise the sword, and yell. How cool is this? Now I can pretend that I'm He-Man. And I've got all of this cool battle gear. I love it.
Put that one down and go open that one.
And then comes the big box. Pac-Man wrapping paper. I tear into it. And there it is. Castle Grayskull. The skull, the drawbridge, the trap door. This wasn't a toy. This was the center of the universe. And now it was sitting on my kitchen table. I'm going to take my new action figures and together we will...
Where we defend Castle Grayskull from the evil forces of Skeletor.
Somehow, one more gift. What could this possibly be?
It's a bird.
A bird?
Several things.
It's, yeah.
Dread.
Point Dread. Now we've got air support. Now we've got strategy. Now this is a full-scale operation. I had already opened Castle Grayskull. As far as 4-year-old me was concerned, the birthday had already peaked. The universe had been won. But then I opened one last box, Point Dread. At that time I didn't know anything about playset expansions or collectible toy lines. I just knew that this thing attached to Castle Grayskull. And that was enough. I remember sitting at the kitchen table, my brother helping me put it together. The tower snapped onto the top of the castle. The Talon fighter was assembled. Pieces clicked into place. And with every piece, Castle Grayskull seemed to get bigger, and especially bigger in my imagination. A few minutes earlier, I had a castle. Now I had a fortress. Now there was a lookout tower. Now there was a landing platform. Heroes could launch missions from the sky. The battles I had been imagining all morning suddenly became larger. Skeletor wasn't just attacking from the front gate anymore. Now he could attack from the air. He-Man wasn't just defending the castle. Now he could launch from Point Dread and meet the enemy before they reached Grayskull. As the Talon fighter sat on top of the tower, it felt like I had unlocked a whole new level, like a bonus stage, like the toy designers had hidden an extra chapter inside my birthday. And that's one of the things that made Masters of the Universe so special. The toys weren't just toys. Every new figure, every vehicle, every playset made the world bigger. And for a 4-year-old boy sitting at the kitchen table in his He-Man shirt, surrounded by torn Pac-Man wrapping paper, Point Dread wasn't an accessory. It was proof that the adventure wasn't over yet. As I sat at the table, surrounded by my family and all of these amazing He-Man toys, I remember thinking those toys would be mine forever. At 4 years old, forever feels real. I couldn't imagine a day when I wouldn't have them. I couldn't imagine growing up. I couldn't imagine moving away. I couldn't imagine bills, jobs, responsibilities, or hard times. Those figures weren't just toys. They were part of me. And if you had asked 4-year-old Randy what would have happened to those toys someday, he probably would have looked at you like you were crazy. I was going to have them forever. But life has a way of changing the plans we make as children. Years passed, I grew up, interests changed, responsibilities increased, and eventually there came a season in my life when money was tight, really tight. And sometimes when you're an adult, you don't get to choose between a good option and a bad option. You choose between a hard option and a harder option. And so, piece by piece, the collection that meant so much to me had to go. The figures, the vehicles, the play sets, even Castle Grayskull. At the time, it felt practical, necessary, because it was. But I won't lie, there was a sadness to it too. Not because I was losing plastic toys, because I was saying goodbye to a little piece of my childhood. And that got me thinking, what is it that actually I miss? Do I miss the action figures? Maybe a little. Do I miss Castle Grayskull? Of course. I'd love to have that sitting on my shelf today. But if I'm being honest, I don't think that's what I really miss. Because even if somebody handed me every figure I owned in 1984, even if they handed me a mint condition Castle Grayskull still in the box, I couldn't actually go back. I couldn't be 4 again. So what made that birthday so special? Was it the toys? Or was it the people? I think it was both. The toys opened the door, but the memories came from what was happening around them. My parents watching me open presents, my sister sitting nearby with her red Viewmaster, the excitement in the room, the feeling that it was a day that mattered. The toys were the spark, but family was the fire. Hey, let me know if you liked this video and you want to see more like it. And also, what was your memory from back in the day on your birthday? What was some of your favorite gifts that you received as a kid, and what are you the most nostalgic for?